OG Lee. What's happening? What's happening? I want to talk about one of the things within the cultures, right? And we've accepted it because we feel ourselves as inferior. And a lot of times people say, no, I don't feel inferior. And they'll say that, but in their actions, they show something different. Some of the earliest rap came along in the early 70s. And I love the music. I mean, it was what was in our culture. And it was a different kind of rap. But it was in our culture. There's some black people, and they go through, getting the education in the university and sometimes even beyond. You can watch them and just, look at them and think, I don't get it. What I witnessed was the brother, right? Looks at this other brother who is into the rap. They're in their 50s. This guy, he's an intellectual, he thinks, right? So he looks at this brother in his rap, and the brother's listening to some of his older rap. As a matter of fact, we was jamming on this.
Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under.
Right? So everybody, this was the shit. You know what I'm saying? This was the shit. And to me, it's vintage. And it was a part of the catalog back then in terms of the music. The brother's looking at that and looking at the other brother, listening to it and asking him, you still listen to that, man? When you gonna grow up? And the guy, he said, it's just the music from my culture, from, back in the day. I love this shit. Then you flip the script and he's over here with his wife. His wife friend is listening to this. So now, they both listening to what was a part of even our culture back in the day, some of that, right? And it's cool. But the thing is, he's telling this boy, oh man, this is vintage, man. I remember when I used to listen to this. So this guy who's listening to his vintage, he needs to grow up and stop listening to all of that crap. Whereas this guy right here who's listening to his vintage, it's got more value. Because this mother's listening to the Beatles, why does that give it more value? Outvalue your culture and demean someone for listening to what's his culture, and then go over here and say to this guy and talk about how great and how vintage that music is. Like one is better than the other. Like one is better than the other. I saw that, I said, what the fuck's going on here? This is an educated guy. He's telling you to stamp out your culture as crap, but go listen to this, and this is vintage classical music, the Beatles. Like one is better than the other. You don't do that, man. You don't do that, man. This is your culture. You listen to this until you die. You don't do that, man. You don't do that, man. You don't do that, man. Maturing doesn't mean that you have to throw away what was your culture. You didn't think about throwing away the motherfucking Beatles culture. You don't do that, man. You don't do that, man. So what is the thinking? I don't understand why people would demean their own culture. I mean, this is what you were part of. Chuck Berry. Chuck Berry is a part of our culture. Go listen to the Dramatics. Go listen to the Moments. Go listen to the Temptations, right? Go listen to Sam Cooke. You ain't gonna throw nothing away. It was a part of those catalogs as they came up. You're not gonna discount that. Are you kidding me? To say that the beat. Oh man, let me get on out of here.